Corey Perlman brings up that song "Walk My Walk" by Breaking Rust, #1 on the country digital song sales, and it's completely fake.
Unbelievable.
Corey,
I don't get it.
so listen, this tells me one of two things. First of all, I'm tempted with all the music that we're releasing to maybe just go in and say, hey, can you type here's our band. Can you write a song that would sound good for us and see what happens? I mean, there's a good news, bad news element here. For me, so far, I can always tell when someone is sending me a report or a text or something that is AI generated. It's just so, first of all, the punctuation, indentation, and the way it's presented is always the same. But boy, unless you expand a photograph of a screenshot of some of these videos, you can't tell if it's real or not.
So how did they find out that it was AI? What was the story here?
I think it wasn't necessarily secretive, so it was pretty easy for them to do that. And those that are experts in the industry can still see through AI, but for those of us who are not, we couldn't. And so there were millions and millions of people who fell in love with this artist and this song, only to come to find out that it wasn't real, which is scary.
So were they passing it off as real though, or was the whole thing that it was AI?
The whole thing was that it was AI.
I got you.
They never spoofed it or anything like that. But there's a
Look
lot
at
of there it is. Yeah.
It's
Wait, that guy's AI?
Look at.
Well, you can tell that's
No, but that's not it. I mean, there's a better, stronger video of it that makes it look much realer than that.
wow.
So is the person who did that with AI, do they get the royalties or?
They do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they make the money. So, and now you've got 50,000 kids in their basement competing with country music stars. And that's a scary thought for the real artists out there.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Hey, something else, something I sent you on Instagram, Corey, because I'm like, is this real? That Vine is making a comeback in a different way, or what's going on?
Can you
here?
remind me what Vine is again?
It was a video. It was like 6 to 8 second video clips. It was the precursor to how big videos are and to reels, and it was people would do weird things like Zach. I can't remember his last Zach.
Oh, is this the one where you'd see a person and they'd be walking into a swimming pool, all of a sudden turn into a fire? Or
exactly
something?
right.
And
yes.
it was just creative editing was going on.
Exactly
within
right.
6 to 8
editing.
seconds.
But what's going on with that?
Yeah, I think that, we're entering into a new world where creators of video are finding new platforms to be able to put their content on, and so it's because they're using these AI tools. So sites like Vine are making a comeback, which is pretty exciting. And I just look at this, Mary, as yet another concern for those of us that are creating real content. And I think there's also an opportunity. So those in the music industry, what can they do to create real human stories that will interact with people? And what can we do in the marketing and creative world to continue to create real stuff to compete against AI? It's going to be very interesting to watch.
I mean, should businesses, I know whenever there's a new platform making a comeback and businesses, small and large, are like, oh my gosh, I have to hop on the new trend. But do they? Is it a place where businesses should go to, or only if they have specifically good video content creators on their staff?
I'm taking a different look at it. I think that it's an opportunity for us to be more authentic next year, because the algorithms are fighting against AI. So the more real we can be, the more authentic we can be, the better storytellers that we can be, the better engagement we're going to get on social media. It's an opportunity for real people to win in 2026.
I have to go back to this music thing because my daughter, who's a professional graphic designer and making a lot more money than I ever thought she would. And what was interesting is when she told me she was going to be an art major, I cringed, but then realized the #1 placed major in the universe is art because of digital, audio, website, music, TV. I mean, there's such a need for graphic designers and illustrators. But she's always sort of cringed at logomaker.com or these online things because it doesn't go through the process of, and I would say, well, it still looks kind of good. Doesn't matter. I hate to say it. The music, I mean, that's a pretty good song that I'm hearing here. Is it really going to matter at the end? Because based on the way we consume music, is it going to matter whether the music comes from? I mean, it matters to me, but at the same time, I mean, the fact of the matter is we're watching anime We're watching
Well-
cartoons. When my kids were between the ages of 7 and 9, I don't think I ever got to see a movie that had a real person in it. I mean, is it come down to the whims of the consumer?
Well, Jason Aldean made a quote about this song and said, yeah, they can make a great song, but they can't make a great live performance.
Yeah.
And my only response to that is yet, you know? So
Well, yeah,
Totally.
because let's face it, you've got a lot of guys like Deadmau5, for example, who is a trance, kind of club sort of performer, DJs as they call them, who didn't make any of his own music, who takes music and does mashups, and is wildly popular. I mean, can you see the days when all of a sudden you're going to see a big group of people in a club and an AI thing going on, and does it really matter? I mean, I want it to matter as a musician.
Well, can't we already go someplace? I think you could go see Prince in 3D, or there was a hologram of Prince performing.
Yes.
And
That's just in your extra bedroom, Mike, and you said you weren't going to talk about that on the air anymore.
Okay.
There was
Sorry,
a Prince
sorry.
night of Dancing with the Stars, though.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
It was also on the
It was so
mirror
good.
on my
Oh,
ceiling
yes.
in my bedroom.
Did you watch it? Ah.
Yeah, powerful. My kids did.
I'm telling your daughters everything you say.
Good Lord. Corey Perlman, social media keynote speaker, owner of Impact Social Media Inc. He is our expert we go to.